Yeah. Oh!
But she also knows it's never gonna happen. Aside from that, too, she thanked me because I knocked out the dude that had knocked her out in sparring. I knocked him out in my 11th fight. And then I brought up the story of when I first met her, and she got defensive. And it's divided for a reason.
I got dropped. I didn't get knocked out.
Nah.
You know, from the footage that people be posting, oh, I got dropped and I was laying there one. I probably never been hit that hard with like a bare knuckle before, and that's what happened. But as I got back up, I sparred another guy just because I'm a woman sparring against some men, and then it happened one time. It didn't deter me from sparring other men. That happened when I was going from...
The boxing world was thrown into controversy when Rolando Romero allegedly leaked footage claiming to show Claressa Shields getting knocked down during a sparring session with a male partner. The footage surfaced after Shields called out Romero, saying she could defeat him.
I did coke before we fought. I don't care what you're talking about. My ass is not... Listen, you know, I don't think there's a lot of men that can beat me.
Shit, I'm with you.
No, you're not. Because when you was interviewing Shakur,
I'm with you. No, it's talking about shit. No, I'm just saying.
What you saying?
Let me ask you a question. Is there a male champion, regardless of weight,
Yep.
that you believe you can?
I beat Rolly. He's a world champion. Rolly Ramirez. Do you agree or disagree? Speaking out, ever hold your peace.
I agree. I'm with you.
Do you watch boxing? Have you ever seen Rolly fight?
I did.
Romero reportedly shared sparring footage of Claressa Shields, where she was dropped by a young boxer. Shields responded strongly, stating that she would easily defeat Romero as he lacks both power and polished boxing skills.
Go where Rolly's at and beat that. Rolly can't box nothing like me. It don't matter about no power. You don't have no skill. So next time Rolly come to my inbox, just know, yeah, I'm really about that. And I will show up where you at and show you what's up. He like, oh, you're not better than me and I'm not better than you. I'm just telling you that all of the greats have been dropped. I got a video of all your favorite fighters getting dropped. Rolly, congratulations. You got knocked out. Shut up. Shut up. You got knocked out in a real fight. Sparring. You got knocked out for real. So hush your mouth. Shakur beat your ass. Ryan beat you up. Timo beat you up. Devin Haney walk you. Everybody like, who is Rolly? The dude who Tank knocked out. And when I see Rolly, I want you to keep that same energy you have over that internet. That's all.
However, the leaked footage has created doubts about Shields' bold statement that she could defeat any male boxer.
Professional man out there that you could beat in a boxing match?
Absolutely.
Really?
I'm a two-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed champion. I think people get it kind of, they always say, oh, you know, a woman can't beat a man. I spar with men. And I mean, I drop men. I bust men nose. I beat men up all the time. You know what? Power for power isn't a question, because what is boxing? Boxing is a sweet science. It's not about strength. You know, it's not about strength, because people were saying Christina Hammer was stronger than me. They were saying all these girls were stronger than me, but did you not see the head movement that I had during the fight? See the defense, the offense, the traps I set. If I was to get in there with a man, I would do a lot more of that. And I do have some power. I'm not going to say I'm stronger than them, but if I set up the right shot with the right time.
Shields defended herself by saying she was not knocked out, but only dropped during sparring, which she explained is common in boxing.
Sparring with men and one of the men dropped you, I'm like, oh, they not taking it easy on her. Like, she really in there banging with it.
Well, I love that you brought that up, right? And I'm going to speak on this briefly. Out of 19 years out of my whole boxing time, I've been dropped twice. Both in a week of each other. First week was by that guy, who you talking about, who gloves was worn and he barely had no padding in them, right? And then the next week, when I fought my world championship fight against Hannah Gabriels. Those are the only two times in my career where I was dropped, ever. So now that we're speaking about that, this dude that I sparred was a nobody, right? And everybody's somebody, but he was a nobody. I already had pieced him up the week before, and I hate that people think and then, so you said it correct. I got dropped. I didn't get knocked out.
Shields also fired back at critics of the leaked clip, claiming the male boxer who dropped her had removed padding from his gloves, making them closer to bare knuckle and dangerously unfair. She said this played a role in the knockdown and does not reflect normal sparring conditions.
Said that, I go up to the guy myself and I grab his gloves and I'm like, what the hell? It's literally nothing in them. It's like worn gloves. It's literally no padding. So now, me as a fighter who's been doing this all my life, I done sparred against the biggest and the heaviest men you can think about. I've never been dropped, wobbled, or none. So now to get dropped like that, it was like something is up, and it was something with his gloves. I don't have to lie about that.
Listen, you don't have to make no excuses. It was a man. You was
It They be keep doing you. No, but it don't matter though, because since the time I was 11 to now I'm 30.
Shields maintained that after being dropped, she quickly got back up and continued training, even sparring another male fighter for several rounds, proving the knockdown was just a moment in a regular session.
Highly ranked at 140 pounds, 147 pounds. And then when I got out, I sparred the first guy first who dropped me. He dropped me like in the third, fourth round. He got out, I sparred Harold 4 rounds, and then he got in with Harold and sparred Harold.
However, critics dismissed Shields' claim about altered gloves, arguing that the knockdown was due to weaknesses in her technique, not the equipment. They pointed out that even a smaller male fighter can generate power far beyond what female opponents usually deliver.
Claims that his gloves were tempered, right? And that this nonsense, it was ridiculous, right? I was just listening to her. But the fact that the gloves didn't drop you, it's the bad technique of Claressa Shields. When she punched, she hooked with a hooker and dropped the right hand. She always overloads on punches, and she got hit by a man, a smaller man, and got dropped with big gloves. Can you imagine if that same punch would have landed with 8 or 10 ounce gloves by that same smaller man? She would have been out. As it is, she was on the ground for a few seconds, straight on her back, with headgear and oversized gloves. Stop with the nonsense. You can't beat a man. So stop trying to emulate, act, and talk like a great man and just be the greatest woman of all time like you say you are, because I think you're great. And in the women's side of things, you are unbelievably.
Before her exchange with Rolando Romero, Claressa had already made bold claims, calling out Keith Thurman and stating she could defeat Shawn Porter and even Gennady Golovkin.
Like, if I was to say, like, which is the guy I think I could beat up, I think I could beat up Keith Thurman.
Really?
I really do. I think I could beat up Keith Thurman, even though, they like, oh, he beat Shawn Porter. I think I could beat Shawn Porter, too. Skill-wise and just strength-wise. I think that they may be stronger than me, but their boxing abilities isn't like mine. Triple G, he's older now, but I can give Triple G a run for his money. I give him a run for his money.
Well, you did say you want to fight Keith Thurman, and who was the other person? I forgot.
Recently?
Not recently, but
No,
over
so
years.
look, they asked me questions and I answered them. The question a long time ago was, who is a male fighter I think I could beat in a boxing match?
Mhm.
I said Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman. Why? I like their boxing skills. They both big, strong men. I respect both of them. But when I look at how they box and how I'm boxing, I'm like, man, if I can shake and bake and go to the body and do my little stuff, I feel like I'm better skilled than them. Am I stronger than them? No. But, have I really ever been stronger than a lot of people? It's like, strength is not my thing.
Shields has consistently doubled down on her confidence and belief in her abilities, even when critics argue that she is overreaching.
These guys are so intimidated that I'm just so strong and so confident and so great at what I do. They're intimidated that they think, like, dang, if I was to fight her, she could probably beat me up. That's intimidating for a man. I don't go around like, oh, I beat up these men. What's up with you, Charlamagne? You want to fight? You want to fight DJ Envy? What's up?
Don't
I
want to
don't
fight.
In previous interviews, she suggested that male fighters might feel intimidated by her strength and defensive skills, and has even challenged critics to rethink their assumptions about her toughness.
Not my thing when it comes to a fight. Strength is not my thing. It's about skill, precision, and I know how to win. But I got some power too. But no, I'm not trying to knock everybody out. Like, I'm a box them, you know what I'm saying, and move around and move my head. Like, I'm pretty skilled in all the departments. That's why they call me the female TBE.
Y'all better leave Claressa alone in there.
Many boxing fans have reacted skeptically to Shields' bold claims that she could defeat Rolando Romero in a fight. Critics on social media say she should reconsider her statements, warning that if such a fight ever took place, Romero's power and experience at welterweight would likely give him a clear advantage.
It's over. It's not going to happen. Claressa, you're not going to win. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen. You can be the best female boxer. You can have all the moves in the world. You don't possess the power a man has. If Keith hits her one good time, her emotions are going to take over. She's not going to be boxing anymore. She's going to be swinging all wild because she's upset. I wish some women would help her and explain to her, look, it's not going to happen. Don't you know the strongest female bodybuilder is weaker than the weakest man bodybuilder? Don't hold back. It's over for her. It is over. There's no chance in the world. Claressa, time is ticking. If I were you, I would call this fight off because you are going to get steamrolled if this man don't hold.
Romero described his early encounters with Claressa Shields as unusual and somewhat tense. They first met in 2015 when Shields' boyfriend gave him a ride during the Olympic trials, but tensions rose as Claressa did not like it and kept calling Romero strange names, leaving him confused by her behavior.
Exactly did this come from? Because it feels like it came out of left field. You got the women's heavyweight champion calling for you.
I met Claressa Shields October 26th of 2015. I remember I had just lost, I shut both this dude's eyes in Memphis, Tennessee, and they were doing the Olympic trials for women right there.
Yeah.
And I yelled at the ref, and they gave the decision to the dude, even though he couldn't fight the next day. Both of his eyes were. It was a complete one-sided fight, to the point where he even said I won, and they didn't want to overturn the decision. He's like, well, I can't even fight the next day, and they're like, just give him the fight, and they didn't want to. I remember I wake up late. And I missed the shuttle, because I went to go to venue, and I missed the shuttle, right? And a guy comes up to me, he's like, oh, are you heading to venue? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, we got a car. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, we'll give you a ride. I'm like, okay. I get in the car. Claressa Shields goes in the car. It was her boyfriend at the time. And he's like, and she's like, why you putting these bums in the car and all that stuff and all? And I'm just like, huh? I'm a bum. I wasn't gonna do anything. I get whatever. I felt weird. I got out the car and I'm like, that was crazy. That was insane. I was like, I could not. I didn't understand why.
Romero emphasized that while he respects Shields as one of the greatest female boxers, he does not understand why she keeps calling him out. He also mentioned that their genders make a fight between them unrealistic, saying it is more of a media spectacle than a serious possibility.
Oh, why specifically with me? I think, of course, she is the greatest fighter of all time, the greatest female fighter of all time. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or questions about that. But I don't know why she always targets me.
Like, did you two run into each other? Anything that all these years later, it's
those were the first two interactions. I remember the exact dates and everything because, I remember everything that has happened to me in my life.
Shannon Sharp also weighed in on the Shields versus male fighter debate, arguing that Claressa Shields has never actually defeated a trained male in sparring and suggesting that training is not the same as a real professional fight. Sharp emphasized that sparring and official bouts are completely different, pointing out that controlled sessions do not reflect the intensity, power, and pressure of sanctioned competition, especially across genders. He maintained that while Shields is elite in women's boxing, the physical differences and realities of professional boxing make her claim unlikely in a real fight, even with her confidence and experience.
Claressa over Shannon Sharp in a boxing match. Facts. These guys are so misinformed about boxing. Like Marjorie Mayweather says, some people don't know ish about boxing. Since day one, I've been sparring with men. It's a reason I'm running through these women. Yes, you're running through women, Claressa. Claressa, you're not beating a male-trained fighter. If that was the case, you would have fought men. You're not. They're not going to sanction. We're not saying that you're a woman's fighter. You're great. You're the greatest woman's boxer
Of all time, yeah.
That's where all that great came from. Topics like this, say it with your chest. She ain't gonna swing.
We're conceding that. Shakur is just upset that I said, I'm not paying no money to see him fight. This fight's not interesting. So he mad about that. I don't even want to discuss him. But Claressa, it's not a shot at you.
Gervonta Davis also shared his thoughts on the Shields-Romero discussion, highlighting that many fans underestimate Rolando Romero's punching power. Davis pointed out that despite Romero's relatively smaller frame compared to some fighters, he has immense punching strength and can deliver knockout blows with precision. According to Davis, people often focus on size and ignore technique and raw power, which Romero clearly possesses.
I didn't know, like, he actually can hit, like, when his punches was like hard.
You felt it?
Yes.
Was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt?
Fact.
Really?
He emphasized that underestimating Romero, based only on weight, is a mistake, noting that his speed and timing increase the effectiveness of his punches. Davis's comments reinforce the idea that while Shields is elite in women's boxing, stepping into the ring with someone like Romero would bring serious challenges, not just because of skill, but also due to his natural power and ability to finish fights decisively.
With a take up Rolly, he pulled it off, but it's gonna be a good fight. No, you think? Huh?
Someone's gonna get.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody get knocked out. I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard. People be sleeping on Rolly because he been obviously, I don't know how to say it. Obviously. But yeah, if he don't got no chin now, so Rolly be getting caught, but Rolly can't hit, bro. Like, he's the only person I know. Like, when he swung, let's go like bricks was on good.
I fundamentally agree with you that Claressa cannot beat Rolly. I mean, Rolly, for all his wackiness, can punch. Like, and even though he is several weight classes lighter than Claressa Shields, you get hit by Rolly, it's different. It's a lot different than getting hit by Lonnie Daniels and Franchon Cruz-Dezern and all the women that she has fought over the last couple of years. Even if it's just body shots that someone like Rolly is throwing, it would be it would end badly for Claressa. But you said something to the effect of any man who's a boxer would beat Claressa. Like, you go down the list, like some of those guys that we've seen, Sergio.
At 175? Yes. At 175. I say it again. The 200th ranked boxer at 175 will beat Claressa Shields because there's a size difference.
Yeah.
There's strength. There's resistance. Claressa could hit a 175-pound fighter dead in the chin. That he's gonna laugh. He's gonna smile and be like, "That's it." But the same can be in return. It's two different sports. Women's boxing and